the game film of Abilene and McPherson. Five and one, actually heading into districts. They lost last night to.
This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. See our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Ryan today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling, with 4 late model rigs. They have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes, from the major accidents to the minor incidents. Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Ryan today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings. Save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced insulation and coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling, with 4 late model rigs. They have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at haychevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon-Rhine today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced insulation and coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community.
And maxillofacial surgery. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Ellis County Abstract and Title Company.
Stadium as the Hayes High Indians get set to take on the Buhler Crusaders, who are undefeated and number 2 in the state of Kansas in Class 4A Division I. It's week number 1 of the district play. The winner of the next 3 weeks and the runner-up get to go on to the playoffs. I'm Dustin Armbruster along with Kurt David. Welcome to week number 7 of the high school football season. Hayes High will be kicking the ball away, and here's the Indian starters on defense. The defensive ends, Jared Haynes and Shane Behrens. The nose guard is Dalton Stout, the defensive tackle, Braden Delzite. Linebacking core tonight, Colton Myers, Maddox Winter, Isaiah Blackman, and Hunter Brown. And on defense for the Indians in the secondary, Keith Dryden, Jordan Betts, and Bryce Baumgarn. Hayes High's Logan Clark will kick off right to left to open up this game. Back deep to return the punt, or the kick, will be Ethan White and Dalton Brown. They'll stand back at about the 5-yard line. Buhler has outscored their opponents 100-0 in the last 2 weeks of the season. Hayes High is 2-4, trying to get to the 4A playoffs for the first time in school history. Clark puts his foot into it. It'll be taken by Brown at the 7-yard line. Right sideline return 20. Stutter steps sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And Maddox Winter comes up hobbling. Maddox Winter had a groin injury earlier in the week, and he comes up hobbling on the first play of the game, and that is going to be bringing into the game now for the Hayes High Indians. They will bring in Dante Blackman. Maddox Winter is the second leading tackler in the Western Athletic Conference, and he finds himself on the sidelines after the kickoff. Ball at the 26-yard line for Buhler. And it'll be Jace Williams under center in the I formation. Puts his tight end in motion. It's a toss left to Dylan England, still behind the line of scrimmage, stretched out and taken down at the 30-yard line near the 31. It'll be taken down on that far sideline by the Hayes High Indians. It'll be Bryce Baumgarn with the tackle. Jace Williams, the all-time leading passer, single-season passing record and single-game passing record at Buhler. One of the top 5 running backs of all time is Dylan England, now with over 2,475 yards as he picks up 6 on first down. Second down and 4, pistol formation for Williams. Hands off, flag on the play, and a false start on the Buhler Crusaders.
All right, well, the first mistake by the Buhler Crusaders coming off a run around the far end side, but congratulations to Bryce Baumgarn, the free safety, coming up to stretch that play out and make the tackle. Really, Dylan England's had a great season. He's had a great career, and getting him down is not an easy thing to do, and Bryce Baumgarn did a nice job. Now the Crusaders are going to be backed up 5 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and about 7 instead of a 2nd and 3.
You mentioned Bryce Baumgarn. He is one of 4 Indians in the top 20 in the Western Athletic Conference in tackles, tied at 19th with 35 tackles. Has really come on strong the last 2 weeks. So second down and about 9 from the 27-yard line. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right for Jace Williams. England stands to his left in the pistol formation, tied into the left side of the formation. Long count here by Williams. Indians showing blitz, and now whistles and a flag. And
it's going to be on Jake Burkhart for bobbing his head, the center. He's the junior center. Jake Burkhart bobs his head just before the snap of the ball. Hayes High Indians picked up on it, stayed calm, and just pointed at him. The refs threw the flag.
Despite winning 50-0 last week, or 52-0 last week over El Dorado, Coach Steve Warner of Buhler was not happy with his offense's performance. Some of those points came on a pick six and on a blocked punt for a touchdown. They had less than 300 yards of offense. And so now 2nd down and 14 for Buhler. 1 wide receiver left, 2 to the right, and England will stand to the right of quarterback Jace Williams. Tied in to the left side this time. Williams to pass on 2nd and 14, throws over the middle. It is caught and taken down is Connor Ritter, but it's enough for a first down up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to the leading receiver on the team, Connor Ritter.
Well, you can harass Jace Williams and you can make sure you protect him from running the ball, but you've also got to figure out a way to get pressure on him, and it's not an easy thing to do. Getting by Jake Abernathy at 290 pounds. The other tackle is Joe Hoskinson, 185 pounds. Austin Bickle up front, 220 pounds, and the center, Jake Burkhardt, at 210 pounds. It's not an easy line to get through, but they're going to have to harass Jace Williams and shut down his passing game as well.
Left to right for Buhler, 2 wide receivers right. They're tied in to the right. Make that their fullback now, Jack Gertson, to the right side. Nobody in motion. Back to pass. Screenplay set up. It's over to the far side for England. The Indians give chase, and England pushed out of bounds in Hayes High territory across the 50 down to the 48. Gain of 9 yards on a well-performed screenplay.
Well-performed screenplay, and left Isaiah Blackman as the only person out there to guard against Dylan England. And you need more guys out there on that open side of the field to bring him down.
Dylan England with his first catch of the night. And on the season, it is his 5th catch. He had taken 2 of his previous 4 catches for touchdowns. So 2nd and 1 at the Indian 48-yard line. 10:45 to go in the first quarter of the game. Opening possession, 2 wide receivers right, tied in left, handoff England, big hole, tries to cut back, gets hit as he gets to the 45-yard line, and taken down at the 44. The gain of 4 is enough for a first down, and Buhler so far very patient on offense and looking to go with the short game for the most part as they've gone run and then pass, run.
They are very patient, but boy, that front line for Buhler Crusaders is itching to go. Almost a false start again on that play.
2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. And again, the pistol formation for Jace Williams. Went under center for the first play of the game. He's been standing up the rest. Indians show blitz, and they bring it. Handoff, no keeper by Williams. Goes left side, 40, 35-yard line, and pushed out of bounds after a first down run to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and that's a play that the Indians got hurt on a lot last year at Buhler when the Buhler quarterback ran for over 300 yards.
Well, and that's where you see the experience of a senior quarterback in Jace Williams. Really a nice job faking that handoff and sneaking the ball back into his gut to make the run. Totally fooled the defense for the Hayes High Indians.
Ball at the 33, left hash. This will be the 6th play of the opening drive for Buhler. Undefeated on the season, averaging 389 yards per game, 266 rushing, 123 passing. Timeout Hayes High, and the Indians will use a timeout on the first defensive drive of the game. Buhler is milked off about minute and a half of the first quarter clock. They backed themselves up on 2 consecutive penalties after gaining 6 yards to start the game, and then hit a 21-yard pass to get back into positive territory. Indian football brought to you by Hertz Rent-A-Car, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Kevin Shoemaker Construction, Adams Brown, Barron and Ball, and Steel Fabrications.
Hayes High Indian defense has got to figure out a way to play both the pass and the run, and that to do that, they'll have to get pressure back on Jace Williams when he goes back in passing formation. If you give Jace any time to find an open receiver, he's a talented quarterback, he's going to do it. Pressure is the only way. You've got to figure out a way to rush him and make bad decisions.
Indian football also brought to you by Precision Valley Golf Center and Crop Production Services of Hayes. Hayes High, home black jerseys, maroon numbers, maroon pants, maroon helmets. And Buhler is in the white jerseys, white pants, maroon helmets, and maroon numbers. Your uniform updates brought to you by Phase 2. And a big thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcast. They have game day items in stock as well. 1st and 10 for Buhler out of the Hayes High timeout. 4 down linemen for the Indians. From the 33-yard line, left to right, Indians showing blitz. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Williams again left side, gets taken down at the ankles as he gets nearly 8 yards on first down once again. It's that zone read option where the quarterback Williams puts it into the gut of Dylan England, and at the last minute pulls it out when he sees the defense crash down on England. Gain of 8.
That's exactly right. The defensive line for the Hayes High Indians and the linebackers has stuffed up and contained the line of scrimmage from defensive tackle or offensive tackle to offensive tackle. And that's where Jace Williams sees openings to the outside, and he's taking advantage of it now on 2 plays.
2nd and 2 from the Indian 25-yard line. Hayes High, 4-down lineman again, zone read option. Williams gets hit in the backfield, and he will be dropped for a loss of a yard. There's 3 Indians there to make the tackle. Braden Delzite, Dalton Stout, and also in on the tackle for the Hayes High Indians, Dante Blackman, the 175-pound sophomore, loss of a yard.
Well, that time Jace Williams thought he could fake it to Dylan England and then just follow him through the line of scrimmage, but you're right. All 4 defensive linemen there to make the tackle and stop Jace Williams behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, 3 yards for Buhler, their first 3rd down attempt of the night. It's a handoff. England right side, stutter steps, gets hit, and he'll be taken down shy of the 1st down marker. Tackle is going to be made by the Indians' Isaiah Blackman. Gain of 2, and it's a 4th down and 1 for Buhler. On the season, Buhler on 4th down, 50% conversion rates.
Hayes High Indians defense all season long has been solid, stopping the run up the middle. Buhler Crusaders testing it now on 2 consecutive plays and find out Hayes High Indians are still strong in that area.
8:40 to go, first quarter, big play, 4th and 1. Split wide receivers, I formation. Gertson is the fullback. Williams under center. He just dives underneath the line. I don't know if he got there.
They're going to have to measure where the line judges are coming in. It's right at the line there. And he just tried to drive straight forward, and Braden Delzite was there right, stuffing up the middle of the line
The
there.
center, Jake Burkhart, got an early start, too. The officials look. They're going to have to bring the chains out, but the Hayes High defense says there's no way. And Kurt David, where the ball is, it's in between the 23 and 24. That marker, the 1st down marker, is at the 23-yard line. Did the Indians hold?
Jace Williams was hoping to get behind Jake Burkhart, but Braden Delzite stopped Jake Burkhart, the center for the Crusaders, from making any progress.
And it's a change of possession on downs by about the length of a football, and Hayes High holds on defense and will have the football.
After 9 plays, gave up 3 first downs, the Hayes High Indian defense held to the middle of the line, which has been their strength all season long.
A drive of 4 minutes and 46, make that 3 minutes and 46 seconds. And Hayes High will have the football at their own 23.5-yard line. We'll call it the 24, and Hayes High has a opportunity to put a stamp on the ball game. Indians going to come out and spread the field. Pistol formation for Colton Myers. 1 wide receiver left, 2 to the right. Myers puts a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes a handoff, runs it himself up the middle. Flag on the play. This may come back. And that was a good run on 1st down of just over 5 yards. Near side official threw his flag, holding on Hayes High, and it'll back them up 10 yards on their first possession of our first play of the game.
It's unfortunate because one of the defensive tackles is that Jaden Abernathy. He also plays the offensive line, and he had over-pursued. Myers had delayed just long enough to allow Abernathy to over-pursue and had opened up a hole for him to get downfield.
Well, that is disappointing. Hayes High was setting themselves up on 2nd down and 4. And now the official's looking over at Steve Warner's sideline to see what he wants to do. It looks like the flag comes at the 25-yard line, so it won't quite be 1st down and 20. It'll be a 1-yard gain for Colton Myers. And the ball will be backed up to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 19, Indians, 4 wide receivers, Behrens and Dryden to the left. Here's Myers in the pistol formation with Brown to his right. Drops back to pass, drops the football once, twice, now picks it up to run, gets across the 20, 25, and makes a man miss to get to the 25-yard line. Boy, that fumbling threw about everything off, but it picked up 10 yards for the Hayes High Indians, Colton Myers.
Colton Myers kept his cool, had bobbled that ball, but he picked up 11 yards on that, and there's number 34 for the defense. Jordan Weddle, he's got 49 tackles on the season. He comes up limping after that play after trying to dive at Colton Myers' heels.
Now, Weddle had 106 tackles to lead the team a year ago. He's 3rd on the team this year. Pistol formation for the Indians. 2 right, 1 left, 2nd and 9 from the 25. Man in motion, left to right. Fake handoff. Myers wants to keep. He hesitates and gets taken down in the backfield a yard deep.
Well, the strength of the line, the strength defensively for the Hayes High Indians is up the middle, and it's the same for the Buhler Crusaders. They've got Abernathy in there. They've got Koskinson's in there. Dalton Roberts, who also plays on the offensive line, is in there at 250 pounds. Brandon Webb, the only underclassman, a sophomore on that defensive line for the Buhler Crusaders.
So 3rd and 10 after the loss of a yard. Indians this year, 35% conversion rate on 3rd down, 27 for 78. The Buhler defense has allowed just a 30% conversion rate. And Myers will come under center, and it's a double wing formation. First time the Indians have ran it all year. Turn, end around, it's a double handoff. It goes into the hands of Hayes High Indians' Jordan Betts, but he can only get about 3 yards. Indians have worked on that play for the last 2 weeks in that formation, a double wing formation, but they can't get much out of it. On 3rd down and 10, they pick up 4 yards on the handoff to Betts.
Well, they had brought Buhler Crusaders number 16, or number 15, Dalton Smears, it looked like, was in there. Had really guarded the outside of that and forced that play back up the middle. So some good defense, some good discipline there from the defensive outside linebacker for the Buhler Crusaders.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Myers will set to punt. Buhler blocked one for a touchdown. High snap goes over the head of Myers, goes back and picks it up. He'll now tuck the ball up and get it away late. It's blocked, picked up by Buhler, and they are going to be taken down shy of the goal line. And the haunts of the Hayes High Indians special teams continues in week 7, and it is a blocked punt, and Buhler will take over at the Indian half-yard line.
I'll tell you what, one of those players in there, I mistakenly said it was number 15, Dalton Smears, but it's Tristan Hawkins, number 16, the outside linebacker for the Buhler Crusaders on that last play, who made a terrific play. He was back there helping to block that punt and helping to put pressure on Colton Myers. So Tristan Hawkinson, nice play on two plays in a row for the Buhler Crusaders.
Well, Buhler will set up shop at the half-yard line to try to take a lead with 5:59 to go first quarter. Power I formation, 2 fullbacks in the ball game, and a handoff to England, right side, easy touchdown for Buhler, and the Hayes High Indians force a change of possession on downs, but then go 3 and out, a penalty on 1st down, and then a blocked punt on 4th down. Dylan England's 15th touchdown rush of the year makes it 6-0 Buhler with 5:56 to go in the first quarter.
One of the keys we had to the game is the Hayes High Indian offense has got to figure out a way to run some clock and pick up some first downs. That time the penalty put them into a long first down position, and that's just not something the Hayes High Indians are set up to come out of.
Extra point is blocked. And so it will remain 6-0 in high school football. Once that ball is blocked, the play is over. So the extra point is blocked. 6-0, 5:56 to go in the first quarter. A 1-yard touchdown plunge by Dylan England puts Hayes High in a 6-0 hole. The Indians will get the football back, and Hayes High, Kurt David, will need to try to find some offense on this next possession.
Well, hopefully, I think that was Jordan Betts, who hopefully provided the Hayes High Indians a spark by getting in the backfield and blocking that point after touchdown.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you by Horizon Appliance and Electronics, Hayes K-Lawn, Hayes Rec Fitness Center, Next Tech, Heartland Building Center, and Midwest Energy. So the Indians will receive a kickoff from the Buhler Crusaders. Kicking off for the Crusaders this season has been both Braden Rose, a sophomore, and Dylan England, the tailback. Each have kicked it into the end zone at least once this year for a touchback. Hayes High will send back to return the kick Hunter Brown and Keith Dryden. Maddox Winter had been one of those two most of the season. We saw him come up limping. He was hurt at some point last Friday or since then that he was unable to practice for a couple of days. And to kick off is going to be Braden Rose. Rose kick, high, end over end. Hunter Brown from the 16-yard line. Mill return 20, 25, fumbles the football, loose on the ground. Who picks it up? It's going to be the Hayes High Indians. Hunter Brown ended up picking it up once again, and the offense will stay on the field at the 35-yard line.
Boy, Hunter Brown got excited there. There was a nice seam, a nice opening up the middle of the field for him to run through. Got excited. Just unfortunately got the ball popped out of him, and that had stopped his momentum. But fortunate enough to land back on the ball, so the Hayes High Indian offense keeps the ball in their possession. Now they've got to figure out a way to pick up some first downs.
We'll see if Hayes High can do that from the 35-yard line. Decent starting field position. They picked up 6 yards on their first play of the game, but ended up getting a 10-yard penalty. It's a keeper. Colton Myers, left side, finds a crease. 40-yard line, 45 first down. Buhler territory, 45, 40, tackled from behind. He's taken down by Connor Ritter. Big hole left side. Hayes High picks up big yards on first down. They go to the Buhler 32-yard line.
Big yardage up there, and Connor Ritter and Colton Myers in a track meet to get downfield. Connor Ritter doing everything he can and saved a touchdown tackle. Hayes High Indians now have it first down in Buhler Crusader territory at the 32-yard line.
It was the safety, Connor Ritter's 36th tackle of the season, and now Maddox Winter does come into the game. 33 yards for Colton Myers puts the Indians at the Buhler 32-yard line. Can the Indians maintain some momentum? Wishbone formation, double tied in. Handoff Hunter Brown, goes right side. Boy, nothing there. 3 white shirts to make the tackle. First there, Jordan Weedle, the senior linebacker.
I'll tell you what, one thing I noticed there, Shane Barron's lining up as the tight end. They're not respecting him at all going downfield to try to make some blocks. There's the opportunity to get him open on a quick slant pass from Colton Myers.
Loss of a yard on a play, second down and 11. Indians can ill afford negative plays. That's been kind of the story this season. Abilene takes a first quarter lead over McPherson 7-0 in your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. 1 wide receiver right, Jordan Betts, 3 on the play clock. Indians power I formation, flag on the play, and the Indians will get backed up 5 yards. Somebody did not get set. An illegal shift by the Hayes High Indians.
Dustin, we've talked all season long about the Hayes High Indians, given the players that they've got, the number of players on offense that are playing both ways, the way their offense is set up, there is just no margin for error. And now we've seen it twice now in penalties where the Hayes High Indians are getting backed up. And if they're going to maintain ball control, there's no margin for error against this Buhler Crusader defense.
Buhler takes a look at it. It was a gain of 3. It would set up 3rd down and 8. And the Buhler coaches say we want to take the penalty, so it'll be 2nd down and 16. The ball backed up to the Buhler 38-yard line. Hayes High trying to get something positive to happen after the 33-yard run by Colton Myers. Braden Delzite breaks the huddle first. Jared Haynes, tight end, will split out to the right side. Full house backfield, 3 across. Tight end left is the Hayes High Indians, Shane Barons. Colton Myers cuts the ball towards the middle of the field. It was an option play left. Defending it well was the cornerback, Tristan Hawkinson, and so he took away the pitch option. 3rd down as the ball is advanced to the 36-yard line, a gain of just 2. 3rd down and long.
Well, it's 3rd down and long, but I sure would like to see them take the opportunity to get Shane Barons on some kind of pattern up the middle, because again, the Buhler defense is looking for the run, and they have not been respecting Shane Barons as he gets downfield.
3rd and 14 in what is 4-down territory for the Indians, down 6-0. 1 wide receiver right, Jordan Betts, 2 to the left, Dryden, and then Barons split way out to the left side. Man in motion is Dryden, fakes a handoff to him, gives it off to Hunter Brown, tries to hit the corner, 30-yard line, 25, cuts back at the 20, he goes to the middle, 10, 5, touchdown Hayes High Indians.
And we're going to see there's a flag on the field back here at the back at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see what the referees are calling here and whether this play is going to get called back.
And a 3rd penalty on the Hayes High Indians. Illegal block in the back on Hayes High. Wipes off a touchdown. Boy, Indians showing some moxie on the offensive side. Will be backed up on what was a 3rd and 14 run of 36 yards for a touchdown. Will be wiped off the board.
Well, we hadn't seen blocks in the back. We saw those in the first 2 games of the season, but hadn't seen that penalty from Hayes High Indian offense as later in the season. So block in the back penalty coming back again to haunt the Hayes High Indians, and that really hasn't happened since week 1 and week 2 of this season.
So the ball now backed up to the 43-yard line. Hunter Brown will pick up 3 yards on the run and then backed up from there. So 3rd down and a long ways. 3rd and almost 23. Throwing down the field. Dryden's open at the 5. Touchdown Hayes High Indians! Colton Myers hits Heath Dryden streaking up the near sideline. On third down and 21, the Indians hit Keith Dryden to tie the game at 6 apiece with 3:33 to go, first quarter.
I was just about to say, Dustin, that this was a difficult position. A 3rd and 21 is not something that the Hayes High Indian offensive strategy is really set up to deal with. I'm about ready to make that comment when Colton Myers drops back, and there's Keith Dryden wide open on the 10-yard line to make that catch and get into the end zone untouched.
All important extra point because Buhler had theirs blocked. Logan Clark comes in. He is 10 for 11 on the year. Extra point is up, and the Hayes High Indians have a 7-6 lead. Hayes High had scored on the previous play, Kurt David. It was wiped off because of a block in the back. Hayes High comes back and is able to hit Colton Myers, hits the Keith Dryden for the fourth time this year. It's his first catch in 3 weeks and the first completion for Colton Myers in 3 weeks.
Obviously, it's important to get the touchdown and the point after touchdown to take a lead against Buhler of 7-6. But what's also important, and Coach Rath, we talked about it in pregame. Last week, Coach Rath talked about how this team showed character in the second half and didn't just roll over and die when that score was 21-0. Hayes High Indians know how solid this Buhler Crusader team, and when they scored that touchdown, could have possibly let down, but that's not what happened offensively. Offensives kept positive. They stayed focused in the game and now have the lead against the Buhler Crusaders. And I'll tell you what, across the state, this has opened some eyeballs because no one expected the Hayes High Indians to have an early lead on Buhler.
43-yard touchdown pass is the second longest pass play for the Indians this year and the longest for Colton Myers. 3:33 to go, first quarter, and a kickoff by Logan Clark. It's a short one, bounces at the 15-yard line, middle return. The man spins, and White's on the far sideline. Watch out, room to run, 45. Somebody gets in his way. It's one of his own players. Takes him down just shy of the 50-yard line. Long return by Ethan White, and Buhler good field position at their own 48. So far tonight, they've started at their own 26. Hayes High's 1. And now the 48-yard line. Hayes High leads 7-6. Indian football brought to you by USAFE Pharmacy, Gibbs Auto Supply in Hayes and La Crosse, and Simpson Farm Enterprises.
Hayes High Indian coverage team did a good job of staying in their lanes, but you've also got to stay in your lanes and make a good open field tackle, and that's the part the Hayes High Indians missed on that kickoff.
It'll be pistol formation, zone read. It's a handoff to England, cuts it up the field, gets met and dropped as he gets into Hayes High territory to the 46-yard line. Gain of 6 by Dylan England, his fifth carry of the night, 19 yards and a touchdown on the evening so far.
Dylan England got into the linebacker core, got into the secondary of the Hayes High Indian defense, and then just put his head down and hit hard, picked up 2 extra additional yards after the initial part of the tackle.
Indians playing without the services on the offensive line and backup linebacker. Not playing tonight is Dylan Flayler. He is out. Back tonight, though, is Chance Brungart. Indians playing some different guys at linebacker, too, because Maddox Winter has been injured at times. Handoff, England, no. It's a keeper by Williams, gets hit in the backfield and dropped. Dalton Stout with the tackle for loss, setting up third down for Buhler on a loss of 2 yards, actually a loss of a yard back to the 47.
Dalton Stout shot the gap there to get into the backfield, to get in there for a 2-yard loss for Buhler.
Delzide in on that as well. Those two have combined for a full tackle for loss. Third down and 5 for Buhler. They're 0 for 1 on third down tonight. Indians defense this year has allowed opponents to convert on just 36% of third downs. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left for the white-clad Buhler Crusaders tonight. Pistol formation, back to pass is going to be Buhler. Throw to the far side is in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver. Buhler's receiver had it. It was Hawkinson who dropped it. Fourth down, and Buhler brings on the punt team.
I'll tell you what, there is some fairness in the world because the near side receivers for the Buhler Crusaders sure looked to be moving early before that ball snap, and it was not called as illegal procedure or a false start. But the pass was incomplete, so forces Buhler Crusaders to punt on a 3-and-out.
Indians will not send anybody back to return this punt. Want to make sure it's not a fake on fourth down. The punt is away. Indians stay away from the punter. The punt flutters inside the 10, down to the 5, down to the 1, and will stop there. Then it's tipped into the end zone. What do the officials call? They say touchdown against the goal line.
Now wait a minute. If any part of the receiving team's body is in the end zone and they touch the ball,
that's
that
exactly
should be a
right.
touchback.
That's exactly right. And now the head official's going to come over. That has got to come out to the 20-yard line. There is a player in the end zone touching the football, and the officials are apparently going to leave it at the half-yard line on a 47-yard punt. And Hayes High will take over at the half-yard line. Now the official's going to come over and explain to the Hayes High coaching staff. And the Indians are saying exactly what you say, Kurt David. There was a player in the end zone touching the football. 1:46 to go, first quarter. Indians lead Buhler 7-6. And are going to have to fight out from the shadow of their own goalpost. Indians last week in this situation found themselves running a sweep play to Keith Dryden, fumbled in the end zone and was recovered for a safety. Well, here we go. Indians from their own 1-yard line. Buhler stacks 9 in the box.
Well, nice time for a pass play.
It's Colton Myers handing off to Hunter Brown. Does he get out of the end zone? Yes.
The ball is out of the end zone.
And so no gain on the play. In fact, a loss of about 3/4 of a yard. Boy, that is a really tough play for the Hayes High Indians to swallow. Abilene and McPherson 7-7 after 1 quarter. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Powered by Hayes Kalon, the green grass you won in the spring starts with spraying in the fall. Call Kurt Viner 623-8427. Indians, pistol formation. Myers takes the snap, looks to throw. Now he has to step up and run, has some room, gets out to the 5, 6, 8-yard line, and now fumbles the football late, and the official comes in and marks him down. Boy, late whistle keeps the ball with the Hayes High Indians between the 8 and 9-yard line, and now they back it up right on about the 8, and Colton Myers was 8 yards deep in the end zone under some pressure and was able to escape, setting up 3rd down and 3, gain of 7 yards.
Well, Buhler had put 9 guys in the box again within 1 or 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, but what it forced was 3 or 4 of those guys to come back into pass coverage when Colton Myers showed pass. That's what allowed him to find a gap and pick up some yardage there, is not 9 guys there, but now only 6, and the 5 offensive linemen took care of their job to get 5 of those guys out of the way.
3rd and 3, the play clock down to 5 as the Indians break huddle. Split in the backfield. The Buhler Crusaders showing blitz. Colton Myers makes a man miss in the backfield, dives for the 10-yard line. He's going to come up short of the first down. That was a busted play, and it will take us to the end of the first quarter, setting up 4th down and a yard for the Indians from the 1-yard line. Myers, 54 yards after the first quarter. Hayes High, though, leads Buhler 7-6. We're back with the second quarter. This is Hayes High Indian football.
Convenience to your world.
I don't understand how that's not a touchback.
Device. At Commerce Bank, we're always making banking easier.
That's easy and convenient.
That's Commerce Bank. Call, click, or come by. Please apply for Commerce Mobile Deposit, subject to restrictions and limitations.
Get the touchdown and get the Myers run. On to the second quarter, the Hayes High Indians, 4th and 1 from their own 10-yard line. Indians forced a 3-and-out and a punt by Buhler, leading 7-6. However, the Indians saw the punt go down to the 1-yard line. It was touched apparently down at the half-yard line. Indians have 4th and about 1.5 yards from just inside their own 10. What, does Hayes High dare go for it from their own 10-yard line? They will huddle. You wouldn't think so. And Hayes High is going to line up like they're going for it. On 4th down and 1 from their own 10-yard line. Myers under center takes the snap, gives it off to the Indians. Blackman, it's fumbled. Who comes up with it?
Hayes High Indians might have picked up that ball and made a first down on the fumble.
Well, this would be a bit of karma After Hayes High felt like they should have had the ball at the 20, the ball is recovered by the Hayes High Indians for a first down. Well, hey, you'll take that, won't you?
Exactly, you will. The fumble actually picked up another half yard of that to get it over the first down marker.
And the ball out to the 12-yard line, so whoever recovered it's going to get credit for 2 yards. Hayes High converts on 4th and 1 from their own 10.
Recovered a fumble on 4th and 1.5.
And the drive stays alive. From the 12-yard line, the Indians hand it off up the middle, short gain. Hayes High has dropped that ball twice already, holds on to it this time, actually 3 times tonight. Isaiah Blackman, the fullback, keeps it up the middle, out to the 14-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play.
Well, Indians picked up an important first down there. We talked about a key to this game is keeping Jace Williams and
Yeah.
Dylan England off the field, and the only way to do that is to continue picking up first downs. Going forward on 4th down was a gutsy play by Coach Rath, but it paid off, and it's going to run some clock off and keep the ball in the Indians' hands.
7-6 Indian lead, pistol formation on 2nd and 8. Puts a man in motion. It's a handoff. Hunter Brown tries to bounce it out to the left side. Nowhere to go. Comes back right. Gets hit and dropped inside the 10. Hayes High feels like if they can hit the edge, they got a chance to pick up big yards. Saw Colton Myers do it for 33 yards earlier, but this is a loss from the 14 all the way back inside the 10 to the 8, a loss of 6 yards on the play.
And that time, a play that the Hayes High Indians have hardly run this year. Buhler looked like they had seen on film numerous times because it was well covered, and they were not going after the fake. They knew exactly where the ball carrier was going. 5 Buhler Crusaders in on the tackle.
3rd and 14, Hayes High converted 3rd and 14 earlier tonight. Here's Myers, back to throw. Quick pass left side to Shane Behrens. Has a blocker in front of him, but gets caught from behind. And it's a gain back to the original line of scrimmage. And Hayes High this time will punt the football away.
For the time down, they'll need to punt this time. Shane Behrens gets the ball, but not anywhere near the first down marker. He's 10 yards short. That pass just need to be thrown a little bit farther.
Behrens' 5th catch of the year, just 36 yards total. And Myers will punt. Remember, the last snap went up and over his head and blocked back to the 1-yard line. Later, Buhler would score their touchdown. 7-6 Hayes High lead. Delzite to snap this time, low snap, but Myers is able to get it. A wobbly kick that goes at the 45-yard line. White picks it up late, gets hit, escapes a tackle, gets hit again in Hayes High territory at the 43-yard line. Great starting field position for the Buhler Crusaders. The punt goes for 32 yards.
Trying to look. I think after last week, I think might have a new long snapper in there this week. I'm trying to figure out who's doing that. But yeah, we've had the first long snap high and the next one short.
Braden Delzite was the one to snap that one. Both Delzite and Behrens have been working on it this week. So Buhler at the 37-yard line on the plus side of the field. Hayes High leads 7-6, 9:22 to go. Before halftime, Williams, 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right in the pistol formation. He'll hand it off. Nope, keep it himself. Get hit and dropped. Behrens is there. First player to hit him, though, is the Hayes High Indians, Isaiah Blackman, a yard deep in the backfield at the 38-yard line. Isaiah Blackman, credit tackle for the loss, the 11th in his career and the 5th this season.
And that's what's nice to see the blitzing linebacker, seeing Isaiah Blackman get into the backfield and causing some losses, putting that pressure on Jace Williams.
2 wide receivers split off to the right. Tipton goes there along with Lackey. Now 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left for Williams in the pistol. England to his right and back a yard. It's an option play. Williams keeps. He'll be taken down by the ankles as Behrens gets a hold of him and drags him down. And to finish him off up top is going to be the Hayes High Indians' Dante Blackman, who's playing a big role tonight, setting up 3rd down at the 33-yard line, a gain of 5 for Williams.
And now an important play for the Hayes High Indian defense to keep it 3rd down and long to force Buhler Crusaders into a 4th down situation.
Buhler has 3rd down, about 6 yards on this play. 3rd and 6 from the Indian 33-yard line. You feel like probably 4 down linemen, 4 down territory, 3 wide receivers, bunch left, toss England left side, gets a crease, and he's taken down. The Hayes High Indians come up and cut him down. It is Palmer Hutchison with the tackle. Thought that was actually the Hayes High Indians. Yeah, Palmer Hutchison in 22. I had him down in 7. Keaton Markley at one point had worn 22 this year as well, so we'll get that cleared up. Gain of 1 on the play. Actually, no gain on the play. 4th down for Buhler. 4th down, 5.5 yards. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down tonight. Pistol formation for Williams. He's going to hand it off. No, keep it himself. Roll out to the right to pass. Look down the field. It is caught on the far sideline by England. He makes a man miss, gets down inside the 15, and it's a 1st down play. And actually, that is Tristan Hawkinson taking it down to the 12. It's a gain of 21 yards.
Tristan Hawkinson got just a step on the defender for the Hayes High Indians, and Jace Williams, who was scrambling out to the right, managed to find him. There's about a 1-yard lead. Jace Williams throws the perfect pass to him. Tristan Hawkins picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 12. Indians lead 7-6, but Buhler converts on 4th and trying to score. Williams hands off to England in a straight eye. He'll get hit at the 10, taken down at about the 5-yard line. Colton Myers is there, and again is going to be Dante Blackman playing for Maddox Winter.
You've got to figure out a way to slow up or stop Dylan England at the line of scrimmage, because once he makes it into the secondary, once he makes it to a linebacker, he just buries his head and churns his legs. You know, at that point, if he's made it there, he's going to pick up 3 additional yards just from pure momentum.
Yeah, picks up on that play about 5, taking the ball down. We'll call it 6 down to the 6-yard line. Pistol formation for Williams. 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. He'll turn, hand it off to England, has the corner, gets to the goal line. He's taken down where? Nope, in the end zone. Touchdown, Buhler Crusaders. A conversion on 4th down and 5 for 21 yards sets up a Buhler touchdown, 12-7 Crusaders.
5 plays, they hold the ball for 3 minutes and go 38 yards. Buhler Crusaders have a nice drive to get in the end zone and now take the lead 12-7.
Well, Hayes High looked like they might force a second change of possession on downs, and now Buhler wants to go for 2 in this situation, having had their first extra point blocked. So they'll line up for 2 to try to make it a 7-point ball game. Under center, Williams. Running back to his behind about 4 yards. A pass over the middle is caught and then dropped by tight end Jordan Weedle. 2-point no good. It's 12-7. Hayes High hanging with the number 2 team in the state of Kansas.
Tell you what, the Hayes High Indians secondary made it very crowded back there for the receiver to try to pick up the ball. It bounced right out of his hands, failing the 2-point of conversion, leaving the score at 12-7. So the Hayes High Indians still within 1 possession here. A touchdown score would get them back the lead in this 2nd quarter.
Key play on that drive, 4th and 5, a 21-yard gain. The Indians nearly had it broken up, but that receiver Hawkinson made his 5th catch of the year, just had about a half a step on his defender.
Well, and they had pressure on Jace Williams, making him scramble to the outside on that play. Just couldn't get there in time, and Hawkinson picked up that 1 or 2 yards just necessary to make the lead and give Williams an opening for that pass.
It is the 2nd touchdown run by England, and his 16th of the year. By the way, for a career, that is now touchdown rush number 49 for the senior.
Leading up for the Crusaders, number 59, Braden Rose.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you tonight by Edward Jones, Darrell, Jeff, and Linda Seibel, as well as Discount Siding and Lifetime Dental Care. Indians fumble the football on the kickoff return inside the 5. Hunter Brown makes it out to about the 9-yard line, maybe the 10. Ball came out after Brown was on the turf. Hayes High has had problems hanging onto the football on one of the coolest nights of the year. Hayes High will have the ball at the 10, and fortunate to do that, trailing 12-7.
When Hunter Brown pausing a little bit, that ball had a lot of roll to it. It looked like it might roll into the end zone. That's what Hunter Brown was looking for, but nope. It stopped up slow at about the 2 or 3 yard line, forcing Hunter Brown to try to pick it up and pick up some yardage on it. Fortunate to get out to the 10-yard line.
In Dodge City, it is 14-14 between the Red Demons and Wichita Northwest. And in the 2nd quarter, it is the Garden City Buffaloes taking a 7-2 lead over Hutchinson. Ball from the 10-yard line. Indians left to right, trailing by 5. Turn, handoff, Isaiah Blackman jumps over a defender, makes maybe a 2-yard gain out to the 12. Short gain, and the clock runs inside 6 minutes to go, 2nd quarter.
Buhler Crusaders defense playing run on that first down. Again, now showing 7 to 8 guys up near the line of scrimmage. Makes it difficult to run off tackle for the Hayes High Indians.
Your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update for the grain grass you won in the spring. Starts with spraying in the fall. Call Hayes Kalon. Kirk Maskus, 623-0674. Ball out to the 12-yard line. We'll call it the 13-yard line on the 3-yard run by Blackman. Indians, pistol formation. Myers, 2 right, 2 left. Play action pass. Looks down the field and over the intended receiver. Tried to go to Keith Dryden. That'll stop the clock. The first incomplete by Myers tonight sets up 3rd down and 7 yards for the Indians.
Good coverage there by the Hayes High Indian offensive line. Colton Myers kind of rushing that throw. Maybe could have taken a little bit extra time to maybe find a secondary receiver there, but just threw that ball a little bit over his primary receiver.
Indians block, punt, touchdown, and a punt on tonight's possessions. Buhler so far tonight, change of possession on down, touchdown, punt, and touchdown. Indians trying to keep this drive alive. Full house backfield. It's a keeper by Colton Myers, the quarterback. Going to be coming up short of the first down as he gets across the 15, shy of the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and Hayes High looks to be 3 and out. Actually, 3 and out for just the first time tonight. 3-yard run by Myers has him 8 carries, 57 yards. Hayes High will punt once again this evening. They punted earlier on their previous possession, but it was after the Indians converted on 4th. Myers gets the punt away. This is a short punt. White will call for a fair catch, and he'll take it at the 41-yard line. It's a punt of 26 yards, and Buhler once again in good field position. They start for a 3rd time in Hayes High territory.
But that time a nice snap by Braden Delzite, getting it right back into the hands of Colton Myers and giving him a chance to get that punt away.
3 plays and a block punt, 3 plays and a punt. In between that, the Indians have moved the ball and eaten up time. Trailed 12-7. Big defensive possession for the Indians with 4:44 to go in this second quarter. 2 wide receivers left. I formation for quarterback Jace Williams and the Buhler Crusaders. A turn and handoff to England. England cuts left, watch out, and Jared Haynes cuts him down as he gets to the 37-yard line. They'll mark him all the way down to the 36. Gain of 5 on the run. Gain of 4 on the run, 2nd down and 6.
And a key point there, Jared Haynes being able to make the tackle and slow him down at the line of scrimmage. Forced a less than 4 or 5 yard pickup by Dylan England. Again, when he gets into that secondary, he's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards. So nice job by Jared Haynes.
Jared Haynes, 7 tackles last week, a season high in a single game. I formation from the 37-yard line. Williams turns, hands off to England again, just puts down his shoulder pads and launches himself to the 30-yard line, a gain of 6 and a 1st down. 42 yards on 9 runs by Dylan England. That includes 2 touchdowns and the ball at the 30. 4:05 to go in this second quarter. Hayes High gets the ball back to start the second half. They deferred the opening kick after they won the toss. Hayes High could get a stop here, give them some momentum going into the halftime locker room. Split wide receivers. Fullback to the right side of the formation is a wingback for Williams, who's in the pistol. 1st and 10 from the 30. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Williams gets hit low and taken down, and you have to hit this quarterback low. Jace Williams, 6'5", 210, picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, Jace Williams, truly one of those, kind of what you call one of those prototype quarterbacks. Going to have an opportunity to play at the next level. He'll just have to make a decision if he wants to go in as a quarterback or a wide receiver, but he certainly is the prototype for what college levels teams are looking for in a quarterback.
Over 4,000 yards passing and more than 2,500 yards running. 2nd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Wide receivers split each way for Williams. Indians show 5 down linemen this time. It's a keeper by quarterback. Williams has the corner. He's going to score. The zone read option worked that time for 25 yards and an 18-7 Buhler lead.
Again, we talked about it earlier on an earlier possession, but Jace Williams, a senior, and Dylan England, a senior, they've had a long time to work together, and you saw it on that particular option play where Jace Williams made a nice fake to Dylan England, brought the ball back into his own body, and the Hayes High Indian defense was looking for England to carry the ball, but Jace Williams had it to go off tackle and get into the end zone.
So 18-7, Buhler looks like they'll line up for 2 once again, having had an extra point blocked and then having a 2-point conversion fail earlier. Lead by 11, 3:04 to go before halftime. Williams in the pistol once again. England a yard to his left, a yard back of him. And two wide receivers left for this two-point conversion. Williams wants to throw, looks over the middle, incomplete, and the two-point fails again. So 18-7, the Indians down by a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and a field goal. Two-possession deficit for the Indians. Hayes High Indian Football brought to you by State Glass Company, Lewis Automotive Group, and Canterbury Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Big possession offensively coming up for the Indians.
Well, it is, but that possession by the Buhler Crusaders is just what you're scared of against Buhler. It was 4 plays, went 41 yards for a touchdown, and only consumed 1 minute and 4 off the play clock. This Buhler Crusader offense is explosive, and they showed it on that particular possession, and it's why it's so key and important for the Hayes High Indians to come out, stay positive, figure out a way to pick up some yardage, and keep Jace Williams off the field offensively.
For Jace Williams, it's his second touchdown rush of the year, 23rd of his career. Hayes High will send Jordan Betts and Keith Dryden back to return this kick. Hayes High could use a good kickoff return. They, on their previous 2, have fumbled once and actually fumbled on both. One inside the 5, they returned to the 10. The other, they fumbled but recovered at the 35. It'll be kicking off Braden Rose. A couple of touchbacks for the sophomore. This one a sidewinding kick, takes an angle towards the sideline. Betts picks it up though at the 27-yard line, makes a man miss at the 30, and then gets smothered at the 30-yard line. But the Indians, Jordan Betts, good pair of hands. That ball was twirling in the air with the points of the football up and down. Hayes High, 3 minutes to go before halftime, trailing 18-7, will start at their own 30. Indians, remember, get the football back to start the second half. Hayes High can put together an offensive drive here, have a chance to score in back-to-back possessions.
Dustin, you talked about how nice it would have been for a kickoff return there for some distance. It's something we haven't seen all season long. Nothing really spectacular from the special teams. And you wonder if the coaching staff trying to instill a new offense, a new coaching staff, really just hasn't had much time to work on special teams this year. It's been focused on offense and defense parts of the game.
Ball from the 30, power I formation, handoff, no play action pass. Myers looks down the field, gets taken down in the backfield for a sack. A 10-yard loss back to the 20-yard line. Timeout Buhler. They want to try to get this football back, and the Indians had Shane Behrens hitting that middle of the field on the post, but no time to throw on the pass blitz. It's a loss of 10 yards. It'll set up 2nd down and 20. Buhler uses their first timeout of the half.
And Colt Myers is wondering what to do. He knows on the previous pass play where he overthrew his receiver, if he would have taken a little bit more time to find that secondary receiver, he might have found Shane Behrens over the middle. That time, Colton Myers looking for a way to find that second receiver, but a good coverage sack by the Buhler Crusader defense, who took advantage of the extra time Colton Myers was trying to take to find the ex-receiver, and 3 guys back in there to make that sack.
Indian football brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Ellis County Abstract and Title, Discovery Drilling, Progressive Physical Therapy, Roofmaster Roofing, and RM Custom Metals, and M&D Incorporated. Buhler had all 3 timeouts remaining in this particular half, and so they use the first of their 3 timeouts on what will be for Hayes High 2nd down and 20. And it's a full 20 yards. The ball spotted at the 21. They need to get just across the 40-yard line. For you Royals fans, quick update. Top of the 3rd, 0-0. Toronto at bats in the first game of the ALCS. 2:49 to go before halftime. Indians had a 7-6 lead but could not move the football from deep in their own territory on the last 2 possessions. One from their own half-yard line and one from their own 10-yard line. I formation on 2nd down and 20. Toss and a flag on the play. False start, Hayes High, 4th penalty of the night. It'll be 2nd down and 25.
And that's not going to help. Not that it's not hard, if it's not hard enough to get a 2nd and 20, although we saw it on the Keith Dryden reception where we had a 3rd and 25. This particular Hayes High now hurts themselves to back them up another 5 yards, making this drive even more difficult on a clock that stopped at 2:48 before halftime.
Yeah, this drive started with 3:04 remaining. 2 wide receivers right, Betts and Dryden. Pistol formation on 2nd and 25, and another flag and another false start on the Hayes High Indians.
Marker on the play. False start.
Indians' 5th penalty of the night, and this is very unlike Hayes High to have these sort of penalties on the evening. And that will make it now the ball back at the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 30.
We've seen false start penalties, and we've seen that ball get on the ground more tonight than we've seen all season long.
Hayes High's probably feeling a little bit too here that Buhler's gotten away with a couple of early starts themselves. Hunter Brown will come out of the game. 3 wide receivers, 2 left, Dryden and Barons. Buhler 4-down lineman on 2nd and 30. Quarterback keep left side will get a yard to the 11. And Buhler, do they take a timeout? Not as of yet. They will not. And it'll be 3rd down and 29 yards for the Hayes High Indians from their own 11-yard line.
Hayes High Indians now in a quandary. Buhler Crusaders have 2 timeouts, so you think you can run the ball and keep the clock rolling. Well, if you run the ball and don't pick up the first down, Buhler's going to call a timeout. If you pass the ball and it's an incomplete, clock's going to stop anyway.
I formation on 3rd and 29. Toss right side. Hunter Brown wants to throw down the field. It is almost caught by Jared Haynes, but incomplete. Jordan Betts was the intended receiver. Well, the Indians worked that play well earlier in the year, but could not do it here, and it's 4th down and 29. Hunter Brown's 2nd pass attempt of the year. He's now 1 for 2 on the season.
And now on the 10-yard line with 2 minutes left, Hayes High Indians down 7-18. This long snap from Braden Delzite is so important that it goes straight back to Colton Myers. Not high, not low, but this is the time you need a perfect long snap back to Colton Myers.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and the Indians' 4th punt in 5 possessions. High snap, but Myers goes and gets it. It's a end-over-end punt. White takes it at the 42-yard line. Left sideline return, 35, 30, and he gets down to the 26-yard line, setting up Buhler with great field position again. Buhler, for a 4th time, will start in Hayes High territory.
With 1 minute and 54 seconds left, they're going to have the ball on the Hayes High Indian 26-yard line. Really set up by a 3-and-out drive by the Hayes High Indians, where penalties back the ball up 10 additional yards, putting in a near impossible conditions.
20 extra yards. Oh, the sack on the first time. My mistake. So 1st down and 10 for Buhler from the 26. They lead 18-7. They have a minute 54 and 2 timeouts remaining. Indians need a big defensive play. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Williams will pass. Look to the right side. Caught by, dropped. It is dropped by a wide open receiver. I believe that was Andre Tipton. It is. He drops the football, and Hayes High will fight again on 2nd and 20.
Jace Williams, plenty of time to throw that ball. Not much pressure on him. And a wide open receiver to go to. Tipton just couldn't keep his eyes on it.
Minute 50 to go. Hayes High will get the ball to start the second half, but they would much prefer to be 18-7 and not a bigger deficit. Again, 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Indians 4-down lineman on 2nd and 10 for Buhler from the Hayes 26-yard line. Williams drops back to pass. It's a quarterback draw up the middle. Watch out. 15. Left sideline 10. Makes a man miss. Pushed out of bounds as he gets down to about the good spot all the way down to the 1-yard line. 25-yard run by Jace Williams.
Jace Williams stretching to get that ball over the pylon, but couldn't make it in time.
So with a minute 41, the clock stops. Buhler still hasn't used a timeout on this particular drive. They mark the ball at the 2, so a 24-yard run. Now 66 yards for Jace Williams. England's already scored 2 touchdowns tonight. Does he get the call on 1st and goal from the 2? Yes, he does, and he will score. And it makes it 24-7. England's 3rd touchdown rush of the night, one of 1 yard, 6 yard, and 2 yards. On his 10th rush of the night, makes it 24-7. Buhler says they'll kick the extra point this time after having their first one blocked and going for 2 their previous 2 possessions that came up short. 24-7 pending the extra point with a minute 38 to go. Buhler has scored now 18 points in less than 5 minutes of game time. The extra point is on the way and good. It's now 25-7.
And Dustin, a game that not long ago the Hayes High Indians had a lead of 7-6, then went down 7-12, but still were very much in this game. You're right, in the last 5 to 6 minutes has just taken a completely different turn against the Hayes High Indians. They now are going to get the ball back with 1:38 and have the opportunity to do something positive and then get the ball back to begin the third quarter because they deferred having the ball in the first half.
Indian football brought to you by High Plains Roofing, USD 489, HaysPost.com, and Eagle Communications, our community connected. Yeah, you mentioned the scoring. It was 7-6 with 6:13 to go in the second quarter. Buhler scored to make it 12-7 with 6:12 to go. Indians 3 and outs. Buhler scored 18-7 with 3:04 remaining in the quarter. Indians 3 and out. And Hayes High saw Buhler score 3 plays later, 25-7. And remember, in district play, points do matter, up to 21 points in determining any tiebreakers. And at this point, it's up to 18, so Buhler keen to go for some extra points tonight. Here's Rose, another little sidewinding kick, and Betts takes it on the run. 25-yard line, pushed out of bounds at the 30. The exact same starting spot that Hayes High had on their previous possession that lost 19 yards.
19 yards, 9 on a sack, and then 10 by penalties. So now the Hayes High Indians with now just 1:33 left. No mistakes. No mistakes. They've got to figure out a way to just keep the ball moving forward and end this half with something positive.
Indians, and we talked about it this year, their margin for error is very slim. They overcame a penalty on a touchdown run by Hunter Brown to score on 3rd and 21 on a touchdown pass from Colton Myers to Keith Dryden. It gave the Indians a 7-6 lead, but they haven't scored since. Unbalanced line to the right, heavy right side. It's a keeper by Colton Myers to the thin side, 35-yard line. He runs through a defender and will go down at the 37, gain of 7 by Colton Myers, 55 yards on 11 carries tonight. And Hayes High trying to do what El Dorado did a week ago. Now, El Dorado got shut out 52-0, but their quarterback had an opportunity to really get to the sideline a couple of times on the first half, and Keith Dryden will bring the play in from the sideline. Clock ticks with 1:05 to go before halftime. Hayes High down 25-7.
Crusader defensive line shifted that time. They put Abernathy right over Braden Delzite, and Braden Delzite went and really just pancaked Abernathy to take him out of the play.
It's a trap play. Isaiah Blackman, 40-yard line, gets tripped up as he tries to get to the sideline. It's enough for a first down. Hayes High does have 2 timeouts remaining if they elect to use them. The ball goes out to the 43-yard line. 6-yard gain by Isaiah Blackman. 50 seconds and the clock will wind after the first down. Ball at the 43. Hayes High down 25-7. 2 wide receivers left, Behrens and Dryden. 1 wide receiver to the right, Jordan Betts. Haynes tied into that side as well. Pass play. It's going down the field to Shane Behrens. Makes the catch just shy of midfield. Goes down at the 48. Hayes High doesn't look like they want to use a timeout, and now they will. 24 seconds to go before halftime. Gain of 5 on the pass from Myers to Behrens.
And we talked about it earlier, the secondary for the Buhler Crusaders not really respecting Shane Behrens as he gets off the line of scrimmage. Unless he's making a block, they're really leaving him open to run down and out patterns or crossing or slant patterns. Nice to see Myers taking advantage of that. Nice to see the coaching staff recognize it, get the ball 5 yards downfield.
The Buhler Crusader fans may remember Shane Behrens, the name from the sub-state basketball tournament at Hayes a year ago. Shane Behrens went off for a career high in the first half and had his first 20-plus point game in that semifinal to help the Indians get to the championship of the sub-state, where they lost to a McPherson team that ended up going undefeated and winning the title. Now the lead official was over on the far sideline talking to the Buhler coach. He runs over to the Hayes sideline.
Probably let him. Looks like he made a sign. You have 1 timeout remaining. Just let him know.
Double checking with everybody. Halftime. It is Smith Center leading La Crosse 14-8. Big game up in Smith Center. Your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. So Hayes High, 1 timeout remaining. 2nd and 5 from their own 48-yard line, trailing 25-7. Delzite will break the huddle first. Palm the ball at the 48. 2 wide receivers left. 1 to the right and a slot to the right as well for Myers in the pistol. Buhler brings the blitz. Indians pick it up. Myers wants to tuck and run. Far sideline 50. First down and gets out of bounds after a first down run to the 46-yard line.
And smartly gets out of bounds, got into the secondary. The Buhler Crusaders saw that he wasn't going to be able to pick up more than 1 or 2 more yards. Smartly gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Ball to the Buhler 46, 18 seconds to go before halftime. Indians down 25-7. They do have 1 timeout remaining, maybe a chance to try a pass or 2 deep. Sure. Myers tonight, 3 for 4 passing for 52 yards and a touchdown.
Jordan Haynes comes in, Jared Haynes comes in, Jordan Betts comes into this for this play.
Ball on the plus side of the field, 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Myers in the pistol on 1st and 10. He'll drop back to pass. Indians pick up the blitz again. Myers rolling out to the sideline. Will throw incomplete. Colton Myers hit as he throws. By who else in the backfield? Well, that time it was Brendan Webb, 190-pound sophomore got to him. Good decision by Myers. 12 seconds to go, throwing it out of bounds. Before halftime, Indians trying to work this ball down the field.
Webb got to Colton Myers. That's who made the sack, but the gentleman you were looking for was Abernathy, that big defensive tackle, and he was back in there as well, putting pressure on Colton Myers.
Getting a lot of JUCO looks at 290 pounds. You're going to get a look from nearly every college in the state in the area. 40 tackles, 4 of them for loss, a sack, and a fumble recovery for a defense that's given up just 6.8 points a game. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 10 for the Indians. From the 46, Myers has time to throw. Now steps up in the middle of the field, stops, throws down the field. He's looking to the sideline. It is caught! Caught by Shane Behrens, but they say out of bounds. Incomplete pass. And 5 seconds to go before halftime.
A lot of action there by Colton Myers, going back to look deep, then having to scramble, realize that he's near the line of scrimmage, holds up and gets the ball downfield, and really, given the situation, a good pass by Colton Myers, just a little bit too close to the sideline for Shane Behrens to bring it down in fair territory.
If there is more than 5 seconds to go in the half, if this is the middle of a quarter, Myers had a lot of room to run and would have taken it. So what is likely to be the final play of the first half, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 10 from the Buhler 46. Myers going to run, and that will be the half unless Buhler calls a timeout. They do not, and the half is over on a 2-yard loss at halftime. At halftime, Buhler leads the Hayes High Indians 25-7. Kurt David, 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, making the difference in this game.
Well, it was. This game really started off being much closer than I think a lot of people across the state expected, with the Hayes High Indians up for a moment and then within 5 points. But yeah, the 5 minutes makes a great deal of difference. And what allowed the Buhler Crusaders to score in those 5 minutes were 2 3-and-out possessions by the Hayes High Indians that ran very little time off the clock and gave Buhler Crusaders great field position. On this last drive with just 1:34 left, it's good to see the Hayes High Indians bring the ball up the field to near midfield, get it into Buhler Crusader territory, and pick up 2 first downs. That's what the Hayes High Indians need to build off of, and they're going to get a chance immediately when we come back out on the field because they're going to get the ball in the second half.
And that'll be the half. Hayes High trails Buhler, the number 2 team, and undefeated in the state, 25-7. This is Hayes High Indian football.
15 Arctic Cat Wildcat Sport.
This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon-Ryan today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Discovery Drilling, with 4 late model rigs. They have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. See our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Ryan today. PerfTech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Discovery Drilling, with 4 late model rigs. They have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. See our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon-Ryan today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Caracoa.
Welcome back to the halftime show built by Kevin Shoemaker Construction. Time now for our happenings at Hayes High School. The Hayes High girls finished 4th and the boys 5th at the Western Athletic Conference cross country meet Thursday in Liberal. Dodge City won the girls race with 33 points while the Indians scored 80. Haley George led the Indian girls with a 12th place finish. In the boys race, Dodge City won with 27 points. The Indians scored 110. Ethan Shippey was the top Hayes High runner with a 12th place finish. The cross country runners will be at the regional race October 24th, hosted by the Indians. The girls will run at noon, the boys at 11:30. Abilene, Buhler, Chapman, Clay Center, as well as Concordia, Colby, Goodland, Holcomb, Hugoton, Lindsborg, Smoky Valley, McPherson, Nickerson, Rock Creek, Ulysses, and Wamego will be in Hayes for the race. No change for the Hayes High girls in the latest KVA rankings out Wednesday. The Lady Indian volleyball team remains 5th in 4A Division I. The volleyball team will be at the conference round robin tournament in Great Bend tomorrow. The Hayes High girls golf team get a chance to defend their 4A state title from a year ago on their home course after qualifying for this year's tournament with a 2nd place finish at the Goodland Regional Monday at Sugar Hill Golf Course. Hayes was once again led by Taylor DeBoer and Katie Brungart. DeBoer won the individual title with a 12 over par 83. Brungart shot an 87 for 3rd place. The 4A state tournament will be held Monday, October 19th at 9 a.m. at the Smoky Hill Country Club here in Hayes. The boys soccer team is in the midst of a 10-day layoff and will resume action October 20th at Garden City. And Brooke Fornash, a senior from Hayes High School, 25-10 record on the year, was the lone qualifier for the 4A state tennis tournament held in Winfield today and tomorrow. That's your happenings at Hayes High School. We take a break on the halftime show built by Kevin Shoemaker Construction. Second half between Hayes and Buhler coming up next on 96.9 KFIX.
Do you have a roadmap, a plan for your
Around and free estimates. See what metal can do for you. A division of Roof Masters Roofing.
Make your grass the greener side of the fence with K-Lawn of Hayes. K-Lawn's 4-step total care program
Hey,
will save you
before
time
we
and
leave,
money. All
I've
you
got
have
the
to do
idea
is
that's going
water
to make
and
you a
mow.
lot of money.
K-Lawn takes care of the rest
I like
with a
that.
comprehensive program
Don't
including
forget to
all
ask me.
I'm not selling myself.
Nope, you're the
Okay.
you are the man for this job.
623-0674 or Kurt at 623-8427 for a free
Wow,
survey.
Dodge just scored with 3 seconds before half to take over.
Will make a
Tie it
difference
up,
in your
I believe.
life. A difference you can see, a difference you can feel, a difference you can spend.
See Progressive Physical Therapy Center.
Talked to Jim Maska. The interview's like 6.5 minutes. 4 questions.
I gotta go.
One of his responses was almost a minute and a half long. Here we go.
The Hayes High Indians trail Buhler heading into the second half, 25-7. Hayes High will get the football to start the second half. Your Hayes K-Lawn scoreboard update at halftime. At the halftime break, 28-28 between Dodge City and Wichita Northwest. Garden City leads Hutchinson at halftime, 7-2. Great Bend leads Newton at halftime, 31-7. Goddard beating Liberal at halftime, 27-15. McPherson beating Abilene at halftime, 17-13. And it is Beloit beating TMP 24-14 at halftime. Your Hayes K-Lawn scoreboard update. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall by Hayes K-Lawn. Call Kirk Maskus, 623-0674. Halftime stats, the Hayes High Indians, 124 yards of offense, 72 rushing, 52 passing. For Buhler, 161 total, 110 rushing, 51 passing. Halftime stats brought to you by Dick Schmidt with Crop Production Services of Ellis, Hayes, and La Crosse. Call Dick Schmidt, 731-5413. Kickoff is away. Keith Dryden backs up to the 6-yard line. Middle return set up. He's at the 15-20. Angles to the middle of the field, runs over his own guy, and comes up shy of the 25-yard line. Well, Hayes High will have the football to start the second half. Kurt David, the Indians had the lead at 1.76. We'll find out here very quickly if Hayes High can establish some sort of offense.
No, the Hayes High Indians came out of the locker room in that first quarter sharp, looking like they knew exactly what the game plan was. They executed very well. Hayes High Indian coaching staff needs to reinstill that enthusiasm and that confidence in this offense and that offensive line to start this third quarter well. Let's start picking up some first downs and keep the ball in the Hayes High Indians' hands.
Indians did move into Buhler territory to end the first half. 2 wide receivers left, one to the right for Colton Myers. Puts Dryden in motion. He'll fake a handoff, keep it himself, get hit and driven backwards. 3 Buhler Crusaders there, including Dalton Roberts, the defensive tackle, leading the charge.
Boy, Dalton Roberts, you're right, at 250 pounds, he's a senior. We were talking about it off the air at halftime. This defense up front will put 5 to 6 seniors within 1 or 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. There's just a lot of experience defensively for this Buhler Crusader defense.
A number of these guys played in the state championship game 2 years ago. So it'll be second down and 11, just a yard loss on the run. Myers tonight, 14 carries, 58 yards, split in the backfield with the tight end to the right. Myers keeps left side, runs inside the defensive end and the tackle. He'll have near a first down up against the 34-yard line. This will be close to a first down. The officials will look at it. Looks like Myers came up just short. Nope, right on top of the 34 for a first down, gain of 11 for Colton Myers.
Colton Myers running away from Abernathy. The 290-pound senior plays that defensive tackle position, saying, you know what, we're going to choose to run away from Abernathy and see what we can do on that other side of the line of scrimmage. Did very well on that play, picking up the first down.
For the record, I would run away from Jaden Abernathy as well at 290 pounds if I had the opportunity. Hayes High gets a first down after 2 plays, ball out to the 34-yard line. 25-7. Indians had a 7-6 lead at one point, scoring on a Colton Myers to Keith Dryden touchdown. Pass on third down. Indians fumble the snap. Myers picks it up, and he'll dive across the 35-yard line. He'll pick up actually a yard on the play. Somehow Hayes High, on their fumble plays, have gained yards, this time 2 yards, to the 36.
And the Buhler Crusader defensive line, we saw them do that once in the first half, but they made a shift right before the snap, and that motion confused Braden Delzite and Colton Myers, causing the fumble snap.
Indians have fumbled the ball away 9 times this year, throwing 4 interceptions for a total of 13 turnovers. Buhler has forced 13 turnovers, 6 fumbles, and 7 interceptions. 2nd and 8, Ball across the 35 to the 36-yard line. T formation. It's a keeper by Myers. Got a blocker in front of him. Cuts into Abernathy. Fumbles the football. It's picked up by Ethan White of Buhler. He's going to score a touchdown for the Crusaders. No whistle on the play. Colton Myers says I was down. Looks at the official. Third call tonight for the Indians that did not go their way. Coach Randall Rath yelling at the officials, trying to get their attention, and it's a touchdown for the Buhler Crusaders on a fumble and a return. Makes it 31-7.
Boy, we talked about it just at the end of the first half. Something very uncommon for the Hayes High Indians tonight. They put the ball on the ground more times tonight than we've seen all season long, and had a number of false start penalties, both of which have compromised the offensive production for the Hayes High Indians.
Boy, the Indians were picking up yards again. This time it's a turnover, their first turnover of the game. Extra points for the Crusaders is up and good, and it's now 32-7. Ethan White, a kickoff return for a touchdown on a play that the Indians thought that their quarterback, Colton Myers, had gone down to the turf.
Second week in a row, the Buhler Crusader defense picks up a touchdown on a turnover. Last week, a pick-6 interception gets the defense in the end zone for the Crusaders. This week against the Hayes High Indians, picking up a ball that's on the ground, fumbled, going in for the touchdown, and now have a 32-7, what looks to be a commanding lead over the Hayes High Indians. And not only a commanding lead, but now over that 21 points. And you really were hoping that the Hayes High Indians, if they couldn't win this game, could keep that margin below 21 points and not give up the maximum in district play in game one.
Hayes High's first turnover of the game leads directly to Buhler points. And Indian football brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, Westview Church, Thomas More Prep Marion, Carpet One of Hayes, Vitsum Decorating Center, and Discovery Drilling. Boy, Hayes High's margin for error so small. This time they fumble after a first down and getting within about 3 yards of a first down, but instead a turnover. Hayes High had a play earlier where they thought they should have had the ball at the 20 instead of they got it at the half-yard line. So Rose kicks off again. Dryden to return this time from the 8-yard line, left of the hash. Gets up to the 25, 30, cuts right. Watch out, he's at the 35, 40. He's at midfield. Dryden up the sideline, gets tripped up from behind as he gets inside the Buhler 35-yard line. Never saw the Buhler Crusaders. Tanner Lackey behind him. Hayes High's Keith Dryden, the best kickoff return of the season. Hayes High in Buhler territory at the 35.
Well, and that's just kind of the spark we've been looking for all season long from the special teams of the Hayes High Indians. Really haven't done anything spectacular all season long, and they're putting a spark in the Hayes High Indians. We'll see if the offense can do something with this, do something productive to get the ball farther down in the field, get it farther into Crusader territory, and get some points off this drive.
Best field position of the night, 58 yards on the kickoff return by Keith Dryden. I formation for the Indians, handoff Hunter Brown, tries to make a man miss, does so, but there are two more white jerseys there to take him down a half-yard shy of the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Hunter Brown, tough night tonight, 5 carries, -4 yards.
Brendan Webb looking like he hurt his wrist on that particular play, looking to the sidelines, and the sideline coaches say, nope, son, you're staying into the game.
And now the officials will switch out the ball. They forgot to switch it out from the ball that was kicked earlier. They'll do so now, setting up second down, about 10.5 yards. Indians from behind the 35. One touchdown tonight. 32-7. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Indians down in the game. Betts in motion. It's Myers keeping it himself. Goes left side. 35, 30. Another flag on the play. It'll be the Indians' 6th penalty tonight. Every time the Indians try to break that play to the far sideline, another flag comes in. And it is called holding on the Hayes High Indians. 6th penalty of the night.
And what looked like it was going to be a 3rd and 5 situation is now going to be in a 2nd and 20.
So the officials will decide which of the 2 holding penalties they'll mark it off from. The one apparently at the 33-yard line, so it'll back it up to the 43. Colton Myers will get credit for 2 yards on the run. Colton Myers, one of his better nights, 279 yards rushing. On the year, has 73 tonight, and the ball backed up to the 43-yard line.
Hayes High Indians have a 2nd and 18 to pick up instead of what was going to be a 3rd and 5 situation.
Remember, this drive started after a 58-yard kickoff return by Keith Dryden to the 35. Here's Myers, back to pass, looks left, pump fake, has to step up in the pocket, and he'll be taken down after a gain to the 41-yard line. Short gain on the play, gain of 2. Myers pump faked. He looked and saw Shane Behrens, but Behrens had somebody cut right in front of him. Colton Myers had no choice. It's a gain of 2 to the 41, setting up 3rd down and long in what is likely 4-down territory for the Indians, trailing 32-7 with 8:15 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And nice to see Colton Myers popping back up after that play. That tackle was really a sandwich tackle between Abernathy, who's 290 pounds, and Jordan Whittley, 185 pounds. So sandwich tackle there, but Colton Myers pops right back up.
3-year starting center Braden Delzai breaks the huddle, palms it with his right hand, the ball at the 41-yard line. Indians have a man in motion, another flag on the play. Uncharacteristic penalties tonight for the Indians. False start backs them up 5 more yards.
And that's play where the wideout here recognized he was over the line of scrimmage, tried to back up in time, and just didn't make it for the snap of the ball.
7 penalties, 50 yards for Hayes High, and they've all been on the offensive side tonight.
On a drive that started as a 1st and 10 on the Crusader 35-yard line is now going to be a 3rd and 21 from the Crusader 46-yard line.
Indians have had 3rd and 10, 3rd and 21, which they scored on, 3rd and 3 that they later converted on 4th, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 29, 3rd and 10, and now 3rd and 21. Shane Behrens, wide receiver left. Keith Dryden over there as well. Under center is Myers. Play action pass. Has time. Looks down the field. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. It was Dalton Roberts getting back there and hitting the arm of Colton Myers on the play. Hayes High may be punting this football away after the incomplete pass. Myers tonight 3 for 8 for 52 yards and a touchdown. Ball at the 46-yard line, and the Indians will look to punt the ball away.
Only positive so far on this drive is the Hayes High Indians have consumed 2 minutes off the clock in a drive where they've lost 11 yards.
5th punt of the evening, blocked 32, 26, and 27. Low snap, it's picked up and nearly blocked again. And it was actually tipped by a
number 80,
Buhler Crusader.
Nathan Elliott. Nathan Elliott got back in there in time to make that on what was a low snap that Colton Myers had to go down for.
The punt went out of bounds, and the officials mark it out at the 24-yard line. It is a punt of 22 yards, and that's no fluke that Buhler's getting into the backfield for the punt block. They did one last week against El Dorado and scored a touchdown off of it. So Buhler, their first offensive possession of the second half, after scoring on defense to make it 32-7, comes with 7:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. I formation, Williams under center will take the snap. Hand it off to England on a counter play. Big hole in the middle, picks up 10 yards before he's taken down. Just shy of the 1st down. Gain of 9 on the play for Dylan England. 53 yards on 11 carries. This start at the 30-yard line is the 2nd worst starting field position for Buhler tonight. They started in Hayes High territory on more possessions in the first half than they did on their own side of the 50. 2nd and 1, just shy of the 40. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left for Williams. He'll have England to his right. The 3-yard snap, now a pop pass, flags on the play, and a false start on Buhler. Just their 3rd penalty of the night.
All of which I think have been false starts.
All of them for 5 yards. You're exactly right. 3rd penalty, 15-yard total on the night. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 yards, just over 5 yards. The ball needs to get to the 40-yard line. Buhler will have the ball just behind the 35. Indian football brought to you by Paul Wertenberger Construction, Service Master Clean, Master Cleaners, Lifetime Dental Care, and Insurance Planning. 2 wide receivers left. Coming this side, Tipton, along with Hawkinson, who had a big fourth down catch earlier tonight on 4th and 5 for 21 yards. It's a handoff to England. Goes to the right, cuts to the left, now makes a second man miss on an arm tackle. 40-yard line, there's a block in the back. That play will be coming back as a block in the back on Tipton. Barons makes the tackle about 20 yards down the field, but this play will be coming back on a block in the back at the 40-yard line. Indians, too many tackles up around the shoulder pads on that run by England.
Well, that's what you exactly saw. Both lateral movement as well as twisting movement by Dylan England there. And if you don't get low and square up against Dylan England, you are not going to bring that young man down.
5'11", 180 pounds. His 53 yards tonight puts him over 2,500 yards rushing in his career and 50 rushing touchdowns. The ball will be backed up essentially to the original line of scrimmage. It will set up 2nd down and 9. England will be credited for 5 yards on the run. And the ball just shy of the 31 for Buhler. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Indians down 32-7 because of a defensive touchdown by Buhler in this half. 3 right, 1 left, and Williams will hand off to England. Same play, bounces it to the right side, but he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Braden Delzite dives in there for the tackle. Delzite having a really good season. The starting center and defensive tackle, 35 tackles on the year, 9 of them for loss on the season. 3rd and 9 for Buhler, who's 0 for 3 on 3rd down tonight.
Buhler comfortable running the block, running the ball up the middle. Be interesting now on a 3rd and 9, though. Really forced to go to the air on this particular play.
Buehler's converted 40% on 3rd down this year. Williams takes the snap. Play action pass. Looks down the middle of the field. Has a man open. Ritter with the catch at the 35 and tripped up as he goes down at the 25-yard line. Split the safety and the cornerback, and it's a 1st down for Buhler down to the 21-yard line of the Hayes High Indians.
Boy, and Keaton Markley, is that Keaton Martley back there on defense, really in a tough position, coming in an important game here in district play. The 150-pound freshman trying to guard against Connor Ritter, the experienced senior for the Buhler Crusaders. A difficult position. Keaton Martley guarded him well, but Ritter just able to find 1.5 yards of space there. A little bit of margin behind Markley to pick up that pass.
48 yards on 3rd down and 9. Williams takes the snap. Indians showing blitz. It's a handoff to England. Big hole. Uses the official as a screen and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. 21 yards for Dylan England's 4th touchdown rush of the night.
Now, in that particular touchdown, the Hayes High Indian defense looked like for the first time tonight were really hanging their heads and looked tired. The play before where Connor Ritter picked up the pass play, that secondary was back there protecting. You just had some new guys in positions that just need to learn those positions. That particular touchdown play was the first time I really saw the Indians really hanging their head tonight.
It's England's 4th touchdown rush of the evening. This one from 21 yards out now, 18 on the year, 51 in his career. The extra point is on the way, and good, and it's 39-7 in favor of the Buhler Crusaders.
Boy, here's a difference of drives. The Buhler Crusaders hold the ball for 2 minutes and 30 seconds on that particular possession, march at 70 yards down the field. Previous possession, the Hayes High Indians have the ball for about 2 or 2.5 minutes, end up punting after losing 11 yards.
Buhler, after losing the ball on downs on their first possession, scored a touchdown and then punted the football away on their first 3 drives. Since then, Buhler has scored on their last 4 offensive possessions.
What the Hayes High Indian coaching staff's got to instill in these young men right now is that district play is not over after one game. The Hayes High Indians have got to figure a way to maintain their character like they did last week at the Dodge City Red Demons. Find a way to find something positive for the remainder of this game because there's still 2 important games left. The season is not over after tonight unless you start hanging your heads and start thinking you're done.
The other 2 games that the Indians will play is against Abilene next week in Abilene, and then McPherson at home for senior night at halftime. McPherson was beating Abilene 17-13. Abilene scored on a touchdown with 1 second before halftime to make it 17-13. So it'll be Rose to kick off once again for the Buhler Crusaders. 3rd kickoff return of the night for the Indians. Shorter kick taken by Betts at the 19-yard line. Goes left now, right, and gets stacked up and driven sideways before he can get to the 30-yard line. Well, the Buhler Crusaders did not want to kick to Keith Dryden after his 58-yard kickoff return on the previous possession. Indians have watched Buhler score on their last 4 possessions, and 2 of the last 4 have had big plays. On 4th and 5, Buhler completed a 21-yard pass, and on 3rd and 9, Buhler converted on a 48-yard pass. Hayes High will have the ball at their own 28-yard line.
Jordan Betts brings the play into the huddle with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left. The Hayes High Indians first down on their own 27-yard line.
It'll be a wide receiver to the left. Colton Myers keeps, tries to go to that left side, picks up a block from his wide receiver, and he'll use everything he's got to get to the 30-yard line to gain 2 yards.
Yeah, he got his hand out there to push away one defender, allowed him to pick up about 2 or 3 extra yards than he would have otherwise.
Ball out to the 30. It'll be a gain of 2, and they'll mark it just across the 30, nearly a 3-yard gain. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Hayes High Indians. 4:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Indians down 39-7. Their 2 second-half possessions, a fumble and a punt. Betts comes out of the game, and the Indians will send tight ends to each side of the formation. Wishbone for Myers under center. 2nd down and 7. Hand off to Hunter Brown, and Brown will dive down to the turf after a 1-yard gain to the 31. 3rd down for the Indians.
Brown's head dropped down there fairly quickly, almost as if there was a hand on a face mask there, but nothing called by either official.
And it'll be 3rd down and 7. Hayes High, rough night on 3rd downs tonight, 1 for 8. The one they converted on was a big one on 3rd and 21. A touchdown pass of 43 yards from Colton Myers to Keith Dryden. It was Dryden's 4th touchdown reception of the year. Myers takes the snap on 3rd down, drops back to pass, has time to throw, looks down the field for Betts. Betts can't locate the football, and it's incomplete. 4th down, and the Indians will punt on 3 plays.
Colton Myers had time to throw the ball, but having to throw over one of the number 59 for the Buhler Crusaders, had to throw over Braden Rose, who's 5'11", had just enough angle there that made that difficult ball hard to get a hold of. And I apologize. I think it was coming over. Brendan Webb had to throw that ball over.
So to punt for a
6'4", a 6'4" had to get an arc over that defensive end.
To punt for a 5th time tonight, Colton Myers, ball spotted at the 31-yard line, receives a good snap. The punt away is a short one taken by White on the run at the 43, and it'll be taken down inside Hayes High territory, inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line. It is a 26-yard punt by Colton Myers, who's punted 5 times tonight, and now on the season 36 times.
Tell you what, Ethan White for Buhler Crusaders gets his hands on that ball, and he can start out quickly. He's a quick young man and gets a full head of steam quick, picks up yardage after receptions and after a punt return like that.
So Buhler will start inside Hayes High territory for the 5th time tonight. Started at the Indian 1-yard line, 37-yard line, 41-yard line, 26-yard line, and now 43-yard line. Handoff to the fullback. That is Josh Potter, the backup fullback. Just his 14th carry of the year. He's going to pick up 9 yards down to the Hayes High 34-yard line. And for Buhler, you got to imagine you may start seeing several different players in this game because they also have 2 district games remaining, and they certainly are not wanting to have anybody get hurt in a game where they lead 39-7 with 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 1 from the 33, we'll call it. Williams under center, turns, hands off. England once again hops over the 1st down marker that's taken down at the 30. And actually, it'll be taken down as the pile moved forward to the 28-yard line. Gain of 5 for England.
And a 1st down stops the clock briefly until they get the ball reset. But at this point, Buhler Crusaders comfortable just running the ball right up the middle, picking up 3 or 4 yards per play and eating up time. Really a style of offensive play that Coach Rath is trying to install here at the Hayes High Indians.
And not a lot difference in what the Indians want to try to do eventually. Now, Buhler will throw more than what Hayes wants to do with their offense, but ball control is what the Indians are looking for, and they just have not gotten that to be consistent this year. Williams with the snap, keeps it himself to the right side, gets a hold 25, 20, hit and taken down inside the 15 as he stretches that big 6'5 frame all the way down to the 11-yard line for a 17-yard run.
Well, you're right. 6'5 and 210 pounds is just hard to bring down. And there you saw Jace Williams using his size and his power to pick up additional yards. Now, Jace Williams is coming back slow to the huddle, not moving real quick. And you mentioned at what point does Buhler start pulling some of these starters? And with the way Jace Williams is walking back to the huddle, you got to wonder if the coaching staff isn't thinking next possession is the time to get Jace Williams off the field. It'll be the fourth quarter at that point.
He has dealt with knee problems for a majority of his last 2 years. I formation for Williams, split wide receivers. He'll turn handoff to Potter, the fullback, who gets hit hard inside the 10, down around the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain on the play of 4 yards for Josh Potter. Potter in for Jack Gertson, who's a junior fullback. Potter, a senior fullback, carries for the second time tonight. Ball down to the 8. Second down, about 6 yards. Second down and 7, we'll call it. Buhler can get a first down just inside the 2-yard line. Conrad Viner comes into the football game on the defensive side now for the Indians. In split wide receivers, Williams taking time to come under center. Will take the snap, handoff. Potter, the senior, into the end zone, touchdown. Buhler Crusaders on an 8-yard run by Josh Potter, his second touchdown rush of the year. Buhler on offense has scored now on 5 consecutive possessions.
And again, Buhler doing exactly what the Hayes High Indian offense wants to do under Coach Rath, just running off guard, off tackle, sometimes with a lead running back blocker, and being effective, very effective going up the middle. That's what the Hayes High Indians want to see. And boy, if the young men from Hayes High can look at this and see that's what we want to accomplish going into next season, that will bring success in the 2016 campaign.
The extra point from Guillermo Fernandez is on the way and makes it 46-7 in favor of the Buhler Crusaders with 42 seconds to go before the end of the third quarter. This was 7-6 at the end of one quarter. The Indians had the lead, and since the end of, 6 minutes to go, second quarter, Kurt, it has been all Buhler.
It certainly has. Buhler's offense has really just taken control of the ball. And offensively, the Hayes High Indians have only had really 2 possessions where they've been able to control the ball down the field and keep the ball out of Jace Williams' hands. Other than those 2 particular possessions, it's really been 3 and out, or certainly 4 or 5 plays and a punt.
Third quarter, we'll have the Hayes High Indians receiving the football back. Indian football brought to you by Bon Appetit, Hayes Chevrolet, M&D Incorporated, and Leon's Welding and Fabrication. And the Indians came out at halftime down 25-7, looking to move the ball, and were doing so, but it's like that fumble that was returned for a touchdown just kind of deflated the Indians a bit.
Well, the other thing is, and you mentioned it earlier, Stat, how many times have the Buhler Crusaders gotten the ball to start their possession inside Indian territory?
And they've converted on nearly every single one of them. The kickoff, it'll be Rose once again. It'll be taken by the Indians. Jordan Betts, 20-25, driven backwards. He will now escape a tackle all the way back at his 20, get back to the 25-yard line, and essentially the 27. Now a late flag comes in. This one launched from the Hayes High sideline about 15 yards from where it was happening, and it is a face mask against the Buhler Crusaders is the initial indication.
Hayes High Indians are going to get the ball in okay field possession to start this possession. That's going to be with 33 seconds left in the third quarter.
The ball marked at the 26 at the current moment. The officials still discussing the flag that is laying at the 33. The official says personal foul. Personal foul, 5-yard penalty, Buhler. I'm thinking it's supposed to be personal foul, face mask against Buhler. 15 yards against the Crusaders, their 4th penalty of the night.
I wonder if that was hands to the face or...
33 seconds to go, third quarter, 46-7. The Hayes High Indians
And the Hayes High Indians are going to start at the 45.5-yard line. So some of the best field position to start out the Indians have had all night.
Their second best. Hayes High had the ball at the Buhler 35 after a long kick return by Keith Dryden, but could not score. Inside handoff will go to the Hayes High Indians. Isaiah Blackman with the football. It is. He'll take the ball a yard up to the 47 and 2 yards to the 47-yard line, 2nd and 8.
And there's 16 seconds left on the clock. Looks like the Indians will be happy to run this down to the 4th quarter.
And after 3 quarters, the Hayes High Indians trail the number 2 team in the state, the Buhler Crusaders, at 46-7. 4th quarter upon us. This is Hayes High Indian football.
And Friends Savings Event at your local Sears hometown store at 2706 Vine Street in Hayes. This Monday only, take an extra 10% off of
Wow.
See your local. Also carry fencing flyer. Stop by and see your local Frontier Ag location.
We move along to the 4th quarter. The Hayes High Indians trail the Buhler Crusaders 46-7. Indians with the football, 2nd down and 8 from their own. Well, we'll call it the 47.5-yard line.
And it's gut check time for the Hayes High Indians, down 46-7. Down to the 4th quarter. It's all about what you can do to get something positive to end this game with, to allow you to go into practice next week to prepare for Abilene Cowboys in a positive manner.
Under center is going to be the Indians quarterback Colton Myers. A handoff up the middle gets to the 50-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 for Dylan Schmidberger, the sophomore in. Now on the year, 11 carries, 52 yards after that particular carry. Setting up 3rd down for Hayes High at midfield. 3rd down and about 6 yards. Indians 1 for 9 tonight on 3rd down. Double wing formation for the Indians. It's a handoff to Hunter Brown, then gives it off to Keith Dryden. Dryden gets a yard into Buhler territory, gains 1, needed 6. 4th down for the Indians.
And Buhler beginning to make some substitutions now, bringing in on the defensive line Clayton Peterson. He's an 165-pound junior. And how nice it is to have those subs to be able to bring and start giving them experience for the next year. Again, another thing that the Hayes High Indians would like to install as they move forward.
Hayes High looking like they will punt on 4th and 5 from the Buhler 49-yard line. Myers awaits his 6th punt of the night. It is shanked off the side of his foot and rockets out of bounds. That is the 7th punt of the night for Colton that goes out of bounds at the 36. It is a 13-yard punt.
So I'll ask you a question, Dustin. At this point in the game, it's 46-7. Why keep punting the ball? Give yourself another play. If you're really trying to prepare for the future weeks, give yourself another chance. One more play to run your offense. Try to maybe make that connection between Colton Myers and Keith Dryden more solid. Figure up some pass plays.
I don't know.
If you're going to give the ball over anyway, at least try to get something positive offensively out of it.
Abilene leads McPherson after 3 quarters, 26-17. What a change in that game. I formation, and now a new quarterback, Ethan White, into the game for the Crusaders. He will keep the football and lose a yard on the play. Back to the 35-yard line, Braden Delzite with his 10th tackle for loss this year.
I'll tell you what, from a running game perspective, Buhler doesn't give up much going from Jace Williams to Ethan White. We've seen Ethan White carry the ball now on a punt return as well as picking up a reception as a receiver. And if he gets the ball and gets some open field, the kid's got some speed and he's got to pick up some distance.
And he had that fumble recovery for a touchdown as well. I formation, 2nd and 11 from the 35, toss left side, flag on the play. Hold everything. Buhler left early. 5-yard penalty on their 5th penalty of the night. Hayes High Indian football brought to you by Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, Union Station Coffee and Roastery, Vernie's Hamburger House, Next Tech Wireless, and Bacon Rind Appraising Services. After 3 quarters, it is Great Bend 45, Newton 7.
Wow.
Great Bend goes into that district with Salina South, Salina Central, and Newton with a district best 4-2 record. 10 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, Indians trail 46-7. I formation. Ethan White is now the quarterback. Turns, hands off, no, keeps it himself. Tries to go left side, big hole, 35-40, and gets wrapped down before he can get to the first down marker at the 38-yard line.
And there you see that speed. He gets around in. If there's any kind of opening, Ethan White finds it, and he gets it into gear quickly.
He will pick up 13 yards on the run. White on the year had rushed the ball 16 times for 169 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's just over 10 yards per rush.
Thomas Harmon now in the game defensively on the line for the Hayes High Indians. Thomas, a 5'11 junior, 260 pounds.
3rd and 3 for Buhler. Just the 5th time they've been in 3rd down tonight. They're 1 for 4. It's a handoff. Potter left side gets the first down, stacked up at the 47-yard line. He'll pick up 4, needing 3. Josh Potter with his 4th carry of the night for 25 yards. Also had a score. Clock runs when they'll reset the chains. 46-7, Indians down with 9:14 to go in the 4th quarter.
Denton Rathke in there for a play. He's a 5'10 senior, 220 plays. Just giving Dalton Stout a breather. Dalton Stout back in on the defensive line, but Denton Rathke in there.
4 down linemen for the Indians. On 1st and 10 from the 47. Turn, handoff, and a new quarterback into the ball game. As Dalton Brown, on his 42nd carry of the year, loses 2 yards on the play. Actually loses 3 back to the 45.
Well, Dalton on his first play, his quarterback chooses to run straight towards Shane Behrens.
He actually handed it off to Dalton Brown. The quarterback is now Ben Epp, a 155-pound sophomore. So Epp will be under center in that I formation. 2nd down and 13 after the 3-yard loss to the 45. Toss right side for Brown. Brown drug down. Oh, nope, keeps his feet and then goes down about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. In fact, they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. It's a loss of 7 on the run by Dalton Brown.
I've got Mason Potter in there, this 5'7 junior, 140 pounds, who got in that backfield to slow that runner down and bring him down near to the ground, allow the other Indians to come in and make that tackle.
Potter been on several special teams tackles this year. And it'll be 3rd down and long for the Crusaders. Under quarter center is Ben Epp in that I formation. Turns, going to keep it himself, look to throw down the field under some pressure, throws it for Potter, and incomplete. 4th down coming up for the Crusaders on what was an incomplete pass on 3rd down and 17 yards.
Yeah, nice pressure on the quarterback there. It looks like that was Jordan Haynes who got there back there in the backfield to put the pressure on that quarterback.
So the night is done for Jace Williams. 4 for 6 passing, 99 yards, and also 83 yards rushing and a touchdown. Dylan England, 84 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. Just the 2nd punt of the night for the Crusaders. Back to return the kick is going to be Jordan Betts. Betts watches it bounce at the 25, watches it at the 20, picks it up at the 20, tries a return and taken down at the 20-yard line. No return on the punt that travels 42 yards. 1st down and 10 for the Hayes High Indians at their own 20. 7.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Indian football brought to you by Carico Implement, Home Steel Siding and Windows, and G&L Tire and Automotive. 2 more games in the regular season, both in district play yet to go this year. Hayes High with a little confusion, may not have quite enough guys at the... Now they bring in Jordan Betts from the sideline. Hunter Brown, Isaiah Blackman stand on the sidelines for this play. The fullback will be Dylan Schmidberger. Betts and Dryden in the backfield on 1st and 10. Turn and hand off to Dryden. Tries to bring it near side 20, 21, and maybe the 22-yard line. Gain of 2 for Keith Dryden. Just his 2nd carry of the night for a total of 3 yards. Nope, they'll mark him at the 21 for a gain of 1.
Beginning to see some changes now defensively for the Crusaders as they bring in some new players. Jacob Wiest, 6'2", 250 pounds. Still, they don't give up a lot of size when they move from their seniors down to their juniors. 250 pounds, 6'2", Jacob Wiest.
Buhler with 90 kids out this year in football. Jordan Betts, wide receiver right, split in the backfield, and an unbalanced line to the right It's a keeper by Colton Myers. Goes in the middle of the field, up the left hash across the 25, near the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7 for Colton Myers, his 20th carry of the night. Sets up third down and manageable for the Hayes High Indians, 3rd down and 2.
You're right, Dustin. A very manageable, very makeable 3rd and 2 situation. And here's an opportunity for the Hayes High Indian offense to make a positive statement. Now, they are playing against some of the backups for the Buhler Crusaders, but still run your offense and have some success here late in this game.
Indians down 46-7. They were up 7-6 after the first quarter, 40 consecutive points by the Crusaders. 3rd down and about 3. Handoff left side is going to be a first down for the Indians. Taken across the line of gain up to the 35-yard line by the senior fullback Isaiah Blackman. He'll pick up 7 on the carry.
And they're going to pick up a first down on that.
It was the fumble on the first series of the second half that was returned by Buhler for a touchdown that seemed to reset the tone for the Indians. Hayes High had picked up positive yards on each of their first 3 plays of that drive. Haynes and Dryden wide receivers right, Barron's tight end left. On 1st and 10 from the 35, handoff Blackman spun down to the turf as he gets up to the 39-yard line. And they'll mark him at the 38, gain of 3. 5:40 and counting in this fourth quarter. Indians will fall to 2-5 on the year, 0-1 in district play, and the negative 21 in points. Buhler will be 7-0 for the 8th time in school history, 2nd under Coach Steve Warner. Betts wide receiver right, I formation with 2 tight ends on 2nd down and 7 from the 38-yard line. Turn and hand off to Hunter Brown. Brown sheds a tackle, 40, tries to bounce it to the right side, gets taken down from behind at the 42. It's a gain of 4 yards for Brown, who now has 7 carries and is on the plus side at 1 yard.
That's what I say. That particular play is a perfect example of being able to run your offense and get some experience. That time, Connor Winter, the left guard, pulling guard, going to the far side of the field, makes a nice block to open up that hole. Connor Winter, not a lot of time at that left guard position, getting some good experience, the sophomore, into how to run that particular play and go for that pulling guard position, and he executed it perfectly on that play.
3rd down and 3. Indians 2 for 11 on 3rd down tonight. Handoff Isaiah Blackman, big hole, 50, 45-yard line inside of Buhler territory, down to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 yards and a first down for the Indians.
And that time just straight ahead blocking by the offensive line and able to push back what really is now the 2nd-string Buhler Crusader defense back 2 or 3 yards.
And the Indians convert on a 3rd down. 1st and 10 now from the Buhler 43-yard line. Betts split out to the right, double tight in that same I formation. Dylan Schmidberger now is the fullback. Myers will turn, handoff to him. Schmidberger bounces off a tackle of his own man as one of his guards got pushed right back into him. I think Connor Winter that time got stacked up and pushed backwards. It's a gain of a yard for Schmidberger. And you mentioned Connor Winter playing this week. The Indians without Dylan Flailer, who normally starts in that left guard spot. He fell ill earlier this week, and hope the best for him as tries to make a speedy recovery for the final 2 games of the season. Flailer moved from fullback to offensive line this year. Betts wide receiver right. Blackman back in on 2nd and 9. Handoff, no keeper, quarterback Colton Myers cuts it up the field. He's at the 35, taken down at the 34-yard line, sets up 3rd down and 1.
Again, very manageable 3rd or 1s, not the 3rd or 20s, not the 3rd or 18s like we saw in a first half that was compromised by both fumbles that they might have been fortunate enough to recover, or even worse, penalties, which backed them up severely in the first half.
92 yards for Colton Myers on 21 carries now. Puts himself near 375 yards on the year. T formation, 3 running backs in the backfield all across. It's a toss right side for Keith Dryden. Hits the edge, 30, first down as he gets inside to the 20. They get to the 27-yard line, gain of 7 for Keith Dryden.
2nd first down on what I've got as the 9th play of the drive. Now only 2:57 left in this 4th quarter, but the Hayes High Indians being able to execute and practice their offense for the next 2 weeks of district play and seeing some success with it.
Hayes High's converted on 3 3rd down conversions on this drive, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and 3rd and 1. in that T formation, 3 across in the backfield. It's a keeper by Myers. Myers at the 25, cuts it right side and gets down to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7 on first down for Myers, 99 yards on 22 carries.
Number 4, Hunter Will with the tackle. Gain of 7 yards on the play.
Indian football brought to you by Advanced Installation and Coatings, APAC, KJ&G Customs, and Eagle Communications. Ball to the 21. Indians have not been in the red zone tonight. That same T formation. It's a handoff. It's going to go to Betts. Betts first down at the 15-yard line and taken down as he gets near the 13-yard line. Good run for Jordan Betts and a first down. He'll be taken down at the 12. And first down for Hayes High.
Braden Delzite slow to come up on the previous play. Nice to see him get back down at center, make a nice block on a linebacker there, but now really favoring a shoulder or a wrist as he goes back to the huddle.
Well, he has been dealing with a shoulder injury the entire season. It happened 3 days before the first game of the year. T formation, handoff. Nope, keeper Colton Myers. He's at the 5, tries to power his way to the end zone, gets down to the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Braden Delzite is just doing a fabulous job. He is favoring that shoulder, but he gets to that line of scrimmage and he comes to play, and Colton Myers just ran straight behind him as Braden Delzite picks up the key block to allow Colton Myers to get down to that 1-yard line.
And they'll mark it down officially at the 2-yard line. 109 yards for Buhler, or for the Indians. Colton Myers, who turns, hands off to Dylan Schmidberger, who will run it into the end zone from 2 yards out for his first career touchdown. Hayes High scores, makes it 46-13 with 1:20 to go in the game.
So 80 yards, they march down the field to be able to pick up a touchdown on that drive, and I've got 12 plays, consume some time off the clock, but able to pick up a touchdown and move the ball with their offense.
Logan Clark on to attempt the extra points. He's had just 1 blocked on the season. Head down, snap is good, the kick is on the way and is good, and it's 46-14 on Dylan Schmidberger's first career touchdown run. Comes with 1:20 remaining in the game. And Homes by Cornerstone is donating $25 for every Hayes High touchdown to the Hayes High Athletic Booster Club. 2 more touchdowns tonight to add $50 to the total. And the Indians will kick off one final time with 1:20 to go in this fourth quarter. Hayes High will turn their attentions to Abilene next week. Abilene down 17-13 at halftime. At last word, they were leading 26-17 in the third quarter.
I'll have to look at my notes, but I think the guy there is Hardy Hansel, quarterback for Abilene, has got some nice yardage this year, number of touchdowns. Really has been the key in a number of victories. I'll have to look at some of his stats, but I'll bet he was a big part of what so far is a successful game for the Cowboys.
In the third quarter in Dodge City, Wichita Northwest has tied the ball game with a field goal, 31-all in that game. Into the ball game for Hayes High. Here comes Tyrese Hill onto the special teams.
Come on, let's onside kick. Let's just make it a little interesting here, guys.
46-14. It'll be Logan Clark
Why not?
to kick off. Oh, I don't know that I'm disagreeing with you.
Why not?
Clark has it teed up middle of the field at the 40. It's an end-over-end kick. It'll be taken by Ethan White from the 11-yard line. Middle return taken across the 30 to the 32. And Buhler can come out if they wish and take some knees to try to run out the clock. Hayes High does have 3 timeouts left, but I would doubt they would try to use them up here.
First down, Crusaders.
But we'll see. They may try to run some offense with some of their players on the second string. They're looking to earn some experience. 46-14, 1:14 to go in the game.
Hayes High again continued bringing in some new players. Look like now we've got a Trey Van Pelt coming in. He's a 6-foot sophomore, 205 pounds, coming in to play defensive line.
I formation from the 31. Turn and hand off. It'll be, nope, tackle on the loss. The quarterback never got rid of the football. Tackle for a loss by the Hayes High Indians. And on the play for Hayes High is going to be Kyler Kinke with the tackle. Back at the 29-yard line. It's a loss of 2 on the play.
Denton Rathke now back in the game on the defensive line for the Hayes High Indians. So Coach Rath giving some players some experience in game time on Friday nights to get them prepared not just for later in the season, but next year.
1 game rep equals 10 practice reps if you ask a lot of coaches. Handoff, Brown, left side, gets a hole as he gets to the 35, 40, and pushed out of bounds near a first down. Dalton Brown gets a good run and a first down at the 42-yard line. It's a run of 13 yards for Dalton Brown.
27 seconds left on the clock, probably going to be the last play of the game.
Well, the clock does stop, so they'll have to run at least one more here. And Buhler will come out in their I formation.
Thomas Harmon coming into the game.
Ball from the 42. Handoff goes to the, nope, it's the quarterback keeping it. Now he's going to option it to the right side. Brown gets taken down along the sideline as Tyrese Hill with the tackle. If the clock continues to roll, that will finish the game, and it does on that 4-yard carry. Well, that'll be the ball game. The Hayes High Indians fall 46-14. Curta game. The Indians had a 7-6 lead. Honestly, almost over midway through the second quarter, and then just the Buhler offense took advantage of starting possessions in Hayes High territory.
Well, and we talked about it as one of the keys to the game is the Hayes High Indians had to play good offense today to keep it out of the hands of Jace Williams and Dylan England, and did that for the first quarter, but after that there was about a 5-minute period in that second quarter where it was 3-and-out possessions. They had penalties that backed them up and put them into very difficult third down situations, and gave the ball back to the Buhler Crusaders without a lot of run off the clock, and gave the ball back to the Crusaders in Indian territory. And that's just a bad combination because Jace Williams and Dylan England are way too powerful to do that. And we also found out now that the Buhler Crusaders have Ethan White at that receiver position, who's a quick receiver, can find open yardage, and when he gets the ball, can pick up additional yards, and in one particular case got into the end zone.
That'll be the ball game. Hayes High falls on the season to 2-5 on the road in Abilene next Friday to take on the Cowboys in week number 2 of district play. For Hayes High Indian football, for Kurt David, I'm Dustin Armbruster. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Hayes High Indian Athletics.
Greener side of the fence with Kalon of Hayes. Kalon's 4-step total care program will save you time and money. All you have to do is water and mow, and Kalon takes care of the rest with a comprehensive program.